Hello everyone. In this video we shall be discussing about resistance. This is the symbol of resistance and this is the unit of resistance, ohm. Resistance opposes the flow of the current in a conductor. This is a conductor. So resistance will oppose the flow of the current. This is the direction of the current. Here this one is gate 1 and this one is gate 2. And the width of gate 2 is greater than this gate 1. If we ask 10 people to pass through this gate 2, they will easily pass through this gate 2. But if we ask them to pass through this gate 1, then collision will take place. The same thing happens in our conductor. This is our atom. Here is the nucleus. These are few cells and subcells are also there. So the resistance is the collision between electrons or the electrons and the other atoms. Again, let us consider a pump with a pipe and this is a tap. If we press this tap, then the flow of water will decrease, and if we release, then the flow of water again will increase. So this pressure, this pressure of this tap is analogous to the resistance. So if resistance increase, that means if we increase the pressure, then the flow of water will decrease. That means current will decrease. Again, if we release, that means pressure is getting lesser. That means R is decreasing, then the water flow will be again increased. That means I will increase. Let us consider A is the cross-sectional area of this path. When we press this tab, that means area is area decreases. So then the flow of water also decreases. That means the flow of water, which is analogous to the current, is decreases. And here we can see when current decreases, resistance increases. So in other words, we can write R is inversely proportional to the area. Okay. For L1, the collision will be too much lesser rather than L2. That means the collision means the resistance, and the resistance is proportional to the L, as we can see in this case. So we can merge these two equations. R proportional to L by A. That means R equals to rho L by A. This rho is the resistivity. This is a chart of rho for different kind of materials. We have connected a voltage source with a resistance, and here this is a pump is connected with a single sink. And this is the analogy part. Voltage is analogous to the pump, current is analogous to the water flow, and resistance is analogous to the sink. So in this case, current I flows through this path is same and the water also same, until and unless we connect one another resistance with this resistance in parallel, that is R1. So current will be divided in two paths, that is I1 and I2. Here also, if we connect one another path, then water will be divided in two paths. Okay, this is 1 and this is 2. So in case of these parallel paths, the voltage is same for this system, the voltage is same for R and R1. Here also the pressure in this domain, in this area, is fixed. So the water flow depends on the pressure and the pressure is same. So this water flow will be depend on the sink. That means here the current depends on the resistance of the path. And if we take a series circuit with two resistors, this is R1 and this is R2 and this is V, then current is fixed. This is a pump. Let us consider this is a sink and this is a sink 2. This is a sink 2. This is 1 and 2. So water will be same for this sink 1 and sink 2. But this water depends on the resistivity of this sink and this sink 2. Similarly, this current depends on the resistance of R1 and resistance of R2. The voltage across this R1 and voltage across R2 will not be equal. Here also the pressure for this sink 1 and sink 2 will not be equal. At the height for this sink 1 is not equal to the height for the sink 2 from this base. Okay. What will be the voltage for this R1 and R2 and what will be the current for this I1 and I2 can be calculated by the voltage divider rule and current divider rule. This is the formula of the resistance. R equals to rho L by A. Let us multiply L in the numerator and denominator. So area into length is the volume of the conductor, that is volume, and the numerator we get rho L square. We know the volume of a conductor is fixed, so R proportional to rho L square. Why we have multiplied L with this numerator and denominator? Because if we take an example of a conductor where this is the L1 and it has been elongated up to L2, this is L2 and L1 is lesser than L2, then we can say this R proportional to L square, because rho is fixed for a for any kind of conductor, then R proportional to L square. Here R proportional to L square, that means R proportional to L1 square, also R proportional to L2 square. This is R1 and this is R2. As L1 is lesser than L2, then R2 will be higher than R1.